Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Under the Radar, a place where we discuss your favorite basketball players and hoopers inside and outside the NBA. Today's story is about Nikola Jović. Now, we are not talking about the back-to-back NBA MVP, Nikola Jokic, okay? They are not related in any way, shape, or form, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be confused by just one letter change between V and K. But they are both Serbian. Now, the reason why we're talking about Mr. Jović here is because he's one of the best international prospects in the upcoming 2022 NBA draft. The question that we need to answer in today's video is, how did Jović go from being an unknown hooper into becoming one of the best international prospects in the upcoming 2022 NBA draft? Let's roll the clock a bit. Nikola Jović was born in the Royal Infirmary in Leicester, Leicestershire, in England on June 3, 2003. His father, Ilya, was actually playing basketball at the time. Jović ended up growing up playing water polo for VK Partizan as well as basketball. So technically, he was first a two-sport athlete before, he fully focused on basketball. Jović was first playing basketball for KK Sava's youth system before he joined Mega Basket's youth system in 2018. And if you ladies and gents aren't familiar with KK Sava and Mega Basket, here is a small and brief explanation. Both of these basketball clubs participate in the ABA League, aka the Adriatic Basketball League, that actually composes of basketball clubs that are from the countries that used to be in the former country of Yugoslavia, like Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Serbia, and Slovenia. The ABA League is widely considered as one of the best leagues and one of the best domestic leagues that are outside the NBA. And the ABA League has produced talents like Dario Saric, Jusuf Nurkic, the back-to-back NBA MVP Nikola Jokic, the late great Drazen Petrovic, Vlade Divac, and Mr. Toni Kukoc. And this is solid proof that this league can actually produce talented players that are ready to play and stay in the NBA. Coming back to Jovic's story, Nikola would actually train hard in the gym night in and night out to make himself a better basketball player. And he would make his presence felt and his name known at the 2020 to 2021 EuroLeague Basketball Next Generation Tournament in Belgrade, Serbia, aka the ANGT Tournament, aka the Adidas Next Generation Tournament, that is basically Europe's alternative to the McDonald's All-American game, where the best European basketball clubs and their under-18 teams would actually compete for an international title, and for its players to actually get exposure from professional clubs and for them, to play for their senior teams. Jović would actually seize his opportunity as he would quickly position himself as one of the best players in the tournament with averages of 29.3 points, 10 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 1.8 blocks in just 28 minutes per game, while shooting an amazing 66% from the field with a only, sadly, 17% from downtown, which is a factor that he has greatly improved in since then. And Jović would also take the ANGT MVP award while also helping his team Mega Mozart to win the ANGT championship. Jović actually broke into the starting lineup of Mega Mozart's senior team shortly after, despite being only 17 years old. And mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm 17 years old and I'm heading to college. In the States, you'd either be a junior or a senior in high school, or in Asian standards, you'd be in a freshman in college, or you'd be a senior in high school. And this dude's already playing professional basketball at the age of 17. And I know it's normal to play at a very young age professional basketball in Europe, but man, that is unbelievable. And this really speaks for his untouched potential and the potential great player that he could be in the future. And this season, Jović has solidified himself as a member of the senior team with averages of 11.7 points, 3.4 assists, 4.4 rebounds, while shooting an amazing 35% from downtown, while also shooting 42% from the field and shooting 75% from the line. Jović actually has proven himself as the second leading scorer in KK Mega Soccer Bet after Borussia Samanic, and Jović actually is the second leading assist leader after Scoochie Smith. And Jović had amazing performances against great clubs, dropping 25 points against Split, dropping 22 points against Agokia, a member of the Basketball Champions League, and he would drop 22 points against Split yet again. dropping 19 points against Monarbar, dropping 18 points against Budognos Volley, a member of the Euro Cup, dropping 15 points against Budognos Volley, dropping 14 points on Partizan, another member of the Euro Cup, and considered to be one of the strongest clubs that are outside the EuroLeague, with players like Kevin Punter, Alan Smilegic, Radion Kuruks, and a past member of Under the Radar, Yamadar, with the legendary head coach Zizko Obradovic. Nikola would actually show his playmaking skills with performances like 9 assists against Split and 5 assists against Partizan, in the process making himself a potential lottery pick and one of the best international prospects going into the 2022 NBA draft. What makes Jović such an incredible prospect is his point forward skills, like his playmaking skills that practically allow him to read the floor brilliantly. And Jovic's passes are very accurate and well timed no matter the offensive situation, whether it is a full court or a half court offensive situation. And Jović actually generally has the ability to run the pick and roll pretty darn well. And he can actually set solid screens at the height of 6'10". And he could create major matchup advantages against a switch where he has size advantage down low if he develops a post game, against a blitz where he can easily pass as a ball handler or makes plays for himself off the bounce, and against a drop coverage where he actually has displayed the ability to shoot off the dribble if he's given the space. And like many young players, he really needs to improve his consistency and efficiency in terms of shooting, but the building blocks are really there. And Nikola actually has a great offensive game because he is capable into getting into his shot from any area of the floor. He doesn't force shots, which because Jović actually has a great shot selection. And Jović is really able to change his pace and use hesitations while taking long strides towards the basket. Jović actually has great handles that are paired up with smooth footwork, which basically allows him to keep his dribble alive while also deciding whether to score or to facilitate. And his shot creation in the open floor is definitely his best skill. And Nikola is a really intelligent off-ball player on offense because he has great instincts for cutting into the paint. Plus, he actually has good hands that will be very useful in the NBA. Jović is actually built for the modern NBA for his offensive repertoire that allows him to create plays for his team and make shots from anywhere from the floor. And Jovic's height of 6'10" and a wingspan of 7 feet really allows him to analyze opposing defenses and to make the best possible plays for his team. And Nikola's height and skills really allows him to play 1 through 4, and that makes his team, his possible NBA team, to easily create lineups around him. If I had a clear-cut player comparison to Jović, it would probably be Danilo Gallinari. I'm not saying that Jović is as good or better than Gallinari, but I notice a lot of similarities in both players because both of them were guards before they had massive growth spurts, and they really kept those guard skills. And both of them were mediocre from long range at practically a young age. But both of them continuously improved, and Gallinari has become a great shooter, and I don't see why Jović can't become the same soon. And they also face similar defensive challenges at the pro level, and as both as often played too stiff and had just a average foot speed as big wings. And in addition, they were both thrown into the spotlight at the age of 18, and they practically face the similar challenges in resulting from the pressure of high expectations. It may take Jović some time to adjust his game to the NBA, but I think he really needs to improve his defensive game overall because defense and defensive effort will literally earn you more minutes. And I noticed that Jović is a subpar defensive player who suffers from stretches of low intensity, and he's a bit sluggish at times, which practically limits him as a switch defender. And he lacks beef and meat and weight on his body, so battling against NBA centers is practically a no-no. And he should not waste his incredible height and length advantages against his shorter and very skilled opponents in the NBA. And once Jović has gained more weight and improved his defensive game along with game experience from both the G League and the NBA to get used to the physicality, pace, and the system of the NBA, I'm sure that Nikola Jović will figure things out and enjoy a long and prestigious NBA career. Who knows, he might become an all-star if his development goes well, just like his fellow European brothers in the NBA. And as of the recording of this video, Jović is projected to be a first-round pick within the middle to late first-round pick. So Jović, good luck in the draft, my man. God bless and stay safe to you and your family, and I can't wait for June 23rd. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to hit that like button and make it turn blue. And if you enjoyed today's video, hit that amazing red subscribe button to join this amazing, growing basketball family. New basketball videos practically every single Friday, and I do not want y'all to miss it. God bless, stay safe, enjoy your weekend with your family while watching the NBA playoffs, and see you all next week. Bye bye.